So let me get this straight. We're born, we go to school until we're 18, sometimes 22. We get a job and work for 40 to 50 years while leaving our children with babysitters in the same exact cycle. We retire and have 5 to 10 years of freedom, then we die. And when anyone questions that cycle, they're the problem.
To pay $2,000 to only have a place to stay for 30 days is insane. To look at a human being and to tell them that you can have water, but you need to pay for it to either be hot, cold, or actually clear and purified. To look at a person and say, you were born into this world for free and you die for free, but you must pay to go both ways. Do you understand how mind-boggling those thought process is? Nobody ever thinks about this but me. But to look at a human being and to tell us that, yes, you can have oil, you can have gas, you just have to pay. You're telling me something that came from out of my mother Earth's land, something that I could have had for free myself, but you kicked me off of any point or process or even any form of land that had its richness. And if you do find somebody whose backyard just has some good old-fashioned digging, you will kick them off their land, take everything that they have, and govern their home just so you can make profit off of it. We don't sit down and think to ourselves enough about this, and I get crazy.
Paying a mortgage is even dumber than paying rent. Tell me, why can you pay off a $100,000 vehicle loan in 5 years, but it takes you 20 to 30 years to pay off a $100,000 house? Did you know when you purchase a house, 70 to 90% of your payments for the first few years go strictly to interest? So for the first few years, you're simply paying for the right to borrow the money to buy your home. That's not even covering property taxes that go up year after year. You could work your ass off for 30 years, struggling to pay off your mortgage, pay it off completely, and lose it the next year for not paying your property taxes. People have literally lost their homes that they worked their entire lives to buy due to $500 in property taxes.
You know what? Fuck it. I quit. I can't fucking do it. I fucking quit. Every fucking company in this stupid fucking country needs to fucking stop. No fucking company in this stupid fucking useless country deserves to exist. Because every fucking company wants everyone's fucking money and they will watch you fucking dig your own grave just so they can fucking collect. You can almost die twice in 6 months. You can fucking shit into a bag. You can call and cry for 2.5 fucking hours while somebody who honestly wants to fucking do anything to help you does the fucking same, and we will reach the conclusion that nothing can fucking be done. So what the fuck is the fucking point?
I'm a Gen Z and I am no longer passionate about anything. I've only been alive for less than 3 decades and I've already lost almost all will to live and passion and drive. Why? Because America and American capitalism has put lifestyle behind a paywall. America says that we are so burdened, we the people are so burdened with human life that we must benefit from the existence of all of you people. So the least you all could do is be cogs in our machines, aka funnel money into billionaire businesses, so we'd find some of you worthy of keeping alive. That's why livable wage isn't easily accessible. We don't want all of you to stay alive. We don't, like, it's a lot of y'all. It's too many of y'all. It's just enough that it's enough to keep us rich, but it's too many for us to like have to care about all of y'all, because all of y'all aren't billionaires. All of y'all aren't even millionaires. Most of y'all aren't even middle class. Why the fuck? I think that's what pisses me off the most about like the political state of America, is that I want them to just straight up say like, hey, we're evil. Like, hey, the reason why everything's so expensive is because we don't want y'all to be able to afford to stay alive. Like we're even increasing the price of sustenance, like food and shelter, because we don't want y'all to stay alive. We've literally made it illegal to be homeless. We don't want y'all to stay alive. Please stop asking us to make everything affordable. We want y'all to starve to death. I want them to just say that, because this game of like bootstraps, fucking lazy, entitled Gen Z, or the way older generations refuse to take any accountability for the life that Gen Z now has to live, and will instead jump through hoops to gaslight millennials and Gen Z into being like, actually, you all have it way easier than we did. So we have no idea what y'all are complaining about. When I was your age, I paid off my house and my car just being the milkman. Y'all just refused to go get jobs. Oh, jobs don't pay a livable.
I don't care what nobody say. The worst kind of job to have is a job that say work until you're finished. Cause what you mean till we finish? What's the set time? I had a job one time where I was working from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. Tell me why 7 in the morning get here and they like, oh, we ain't finished. What you mean we ain't finished? Anything past 12 hours is labor laws, I thought. I supposed to get off at 7 in the morning. I'm still in here 8:30, man. You best believe I walked out that motherfucker. I come in the next day, they talking about some, your service is no longer needed. For what? They talking about, oh, we worked to finish. You left so that you walked out. Bye.
So today I sent both of my sons, who are both grown and live on their own now, I sent them videos to help them understand what's going on with the war so that they can mentally and financially prepare for what's to come. Granted, we have family that they can stay with, they can always come back home, but I don't think that a lot of the younger adults that did not live through the 2008 recession understand what we're about to go into, because this is much worse than that. During the 2008 housing market collapse, it was mainly the housing market, but also restaurants were closing. I had just signed a lease, and then 3 weeks later, the restaurant that I had been working at for 3 years went bankrupt. It was pretty bad. Part of the reason why I'm in so much student loan debt is because I took out loans during that time to live off of, not even for school, but to live off of. I just have to stop and say that, like, Gen Z, maybe y'all are not Gen Z, maybe it's Gen Y, I don't know, I'm a millennial, I'm almost 40, but everybody in my neighborhood that's younger than me does not know how to interact, doesn't know how to smile, doesn't know how to nod. They act like they all grew up during COVID, and I know they didn't because they're too old for that. What the fuck is wrong with people? Anywho, if you are part of the group that has never lived through a nationwide crisis, I need you to, or a worldwide crisis aside from COVID, during COVID, people still were able to make money. You got to stay at home, and yes, it sucked, but at least you got money. Other countries have started to tell people to work from home because they know it's too expensive to drive to work. Do you understand what's going to happen when the nurses and the essential workers don't have the gas that they need to get to work? Part of the reason why my sister's hospital experience was so horrific was because the majority of the people on the floor were nursing students, and there was only 1 or 2 actual RN or BSNs. Now, I don't know if that's because of the whole student loan situation and them rolling it back, but that's very new for that to be a reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because Florida pays their nurses really bad. I don't know. But what I do know is whatever we're experiencing right now that we think is hard is not even a byproduct of the fact that the last big oil shipment, I need to double check this, but what I heard is that after April 20th, which has already passed, that was one of the last oil tankers or something that we were going to get. Regardless whether that's accurate or not, guys, we're at the very beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. And for the majority of time, Americans have been able to enjoy basically living like people in the Capitol and the Hunger Games, not being affected by what's going on in the outside world. Well, that bubble of protection is soon going to be gone. So if you're a young person who doesn't watch the news and or doesn't take this seriously, I need you to start saving your money. If you have Capital One, they have high interest savings accounts, but they're not as high as Ally, ALLY. But again, who knows if your money's going to be safe. I'm also going to advise you to try to cut back on spending as much as you can. Try to find a roommate, downgrade. Like, I'm trying to refinance my car, give it back to them. It's to the point where I'm debating whether I even really want to be here anymore. And that was part of the original plan, was to just get the fuck out of Dodge. And as I walk by my neighbors that act like they don't know each other, the idea of building community here, I don't even care anymore. But seriously, if you guys are not taking this seriously yet, because the Met Gala just happened, or you're stuck in celebrity gossip, like, you are going to be the ones that get hit the hardest because you had no idea what to prep for. A global recession doesn't mean everyone stays at home. A global recession means everybody hurts. So while you may not be like, well, maybe you will be. While you may not get the worst of the worst, your quality of life is going to be impacted.
Americans are sick and tired of this economy. They're tired of being frustrated. A lot of people are just giving up and just walking away until they can't walk no more. And that's the sad part. It's like they're tired of hearing that the American dream is going to get better. It's starting to become a nightmare. Each and every day, they wake up trying to just get it right, live life for the better. And it seems like the more and more they live life, the more and more it becomes stressful to even survive due to the cost of living. These gas prices out of hand. They're still at $4 and $5. And it's been months. We thinking that they're gonna go down, and they're not gonna go down no time soon. And people are just crashing out, quietly walking away from their own country. They're giving up. A lot of people wants to just go to another country because they feel like they got too many unnecessary expenses living here in America. And a lot of people are going to say, how are they going to get mad at the expenses that they purchase? Did nobody tell them to go get these expenses? Get these bills that they can't afford? But it's not that simple. And you know why? These expenses that they have, they didn't want to just go out there and get these expenses. It's essential. So it's like if you've been feeling like that and you just been feeling like you ain't been getting nowhere in life. And a lot of people been feeling like they ain't been getting nowhere because they can look at their reality and just see how messed up this economy is. Nobody cares about you. People just lying to your face over and over. Your boss always down your back. You can't do nothing right. And then on top of that, you can't even really afford a house. And you know what they say, you need two incomes to survive. So people getting in relationships just to survive. So the love ain't really even genuine no more. When did it come to this in our country? Nobody wants to unite no more. Everybody is divided. And that's the scary part. And people just don't got to care for nothing anymore. They're just losing interest daily, minute by minute, second by second. And the country's downfall is here. And it's here to stay for a long time. The country is steady collapsing. And they're doing a lot to just manipulate us. And a lot of people are believing it. They're starting to just believe everything that they see. They're believing the lies. But then you got only a small percentage of people that's just woke. They're not believing nothing anymore. They're starting to realize that this American dream is a nightmare. And everything does seem like it's all about money and it's a scam. And that's the sad world that we live in. Like, why does everything have to cost? We got to pay for water, something that's natural. Everybody just care about money. So it's like, even when you're trying to bond with a new friend, everything leads back to money. And that's the sad part. Everybody's stressing about spending money because a lot of people don't have money. They can't afford it. So that's why a lot of people are just stressed out. They can't pay their bills and they keep being lied to every day. It's going to get better. And people are really relying on the economy to just change. but it's not changing. And that's the sad part. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all feel like everything is a lie? I be feeling like that. That's what I think. It's like, what can you do? All you can do is just go to work and just be stressed out every day. They want you stressed out every day. And then it's like, they don't want your stress to get better. They add on to your stress. That's why people blood pressures are high. Everything is just all over the place. Because people don't even have time to don't even stress no more because they got bills, bills, and bills to even take care of their health. And that's the sad part. So I want to know how y'all feel about Americans just walking away, just giving up. Let me know what's y'all take on that. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.